Hello and welcome back into the premier pro wrestling and sports podcast to come through your speakers. This is the Ace Noel podcast. Yeah, Cliff, go ahead, raise your little eyebrow.
I swear to God, I think I've heard this one before.
Yeah, almost like 1,000 fucking times.
I think I've heard this one before. Holy shit.
Yeah, no joke. I figured I'd throw it back to a simpler time, one where we had a simpleton as champion.
Hey, sometimes you just got to keep it simple.
Hey, speaking of tons, I heard this new season, the new part of the new season of Bridgerton's pretty good. Do either of you even know who Bridgerton is?
My girlfriend's seen every single episode.
See, well, I watched the first season because my girlfriend also made me watch the first season, and, she didn't make me.
I'm alone, no one loves me, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, come on. Come on.
I'll drink to that shit.
Dr. Pepper!
God damn. But
Oh.
no.
Well,
no, I have no idea.
You heard the voices of the others here. Join me as always, Eli and Cliff. I am your sports and predictions undisputed, might I add. Pro wrestling champion. Sorry, cut out there for a second. Messing with my audio levels, making sure I'm not blowing you guys out. But it's a very, very special day here in the Ace Hole podcast.
It's a very special week.
Very special month, you might say. Month of May has fallen upon us for quite a while here in Indiana, I guess. It's more specifically Indianapolis. You know what that means? It's the Indy 500. It's this Sunday. And just like any other month of May, it's been chock full of surprises, heartbreaks, and all of it in between. So our short, little small talk today, also off the top, probably going to be a shorter episode today. We got predictions. We aren't going to do any show stuff. It's late at night. All of us have had our own individual days. Friar hell, kid hell. I actually liked what I did today, so I can't really. It was just long. It was a long day, dude. It was a long day. My bad.
Fuck
Eli's
you
out here
being
catching
happy.
bows for the brand.
LED hell, I guess. I don't know.
Fuck you for being happy and doing something that you love and got a degree for.
Yeah, fuck me, I guess.
No, I'm not going to allow that kind of slander. Nah.
But no, Indy 500 this Sunday. Fast Friday was this past Friday. Bump Day was this Saturday. And only one person got the bump this year, that being 19-year-old Nolan Siegel. I do believe I was told from one of my coworkers that was his first time ever running an oval.
Yes, it was.
And he left it all out there on the track.
He had the coldest line I've heard out of the month of May. I wasn't going to go home because I lifted. And by God, he did not lift.
That's why I'll drink it.
He's going to come back next year, and he's going to easily get into the Fast 12, and he might actually make some noise on race day. So,
well,
this
and
is
I also
next year.
And he's 19. He's a kid. He's got plenty of time. And even Graham Rahal, who my opinions will remain not said on Graham Rahal, but he even said that that's a name you're going to be hearing for a while, and I believe him. I mean, there's no reason not to believe him. But earlier this month, they also had the Indianapolis Grand Prix. I think it's like the Sancio Grand Prix something. Alex Plo won it again. He won it last year. He won it again this year. Well, he won a Grand Prix last year. It might not have been this one, but
I think he won the Harvest last year.
Yeah, he probably won the fall one. But Alex Plo has already got a win in the month of May. Will he follow it up with another win in the 500?
I mean, I don't think so. But that's mainly just because he's starting 14th.
Well, and you say that, but the winners typically come from that later in the. You're never maybe top 10, yeah, but there's a reason no one has ever won from pole. It's not a race; it's a marathon.
So you're telling me Marco has a chance this year again?
Well, he's got a chance every year, doesn't he?
Damn straight.
Back there at 19th. Let's go ahead and just take a little look at the starting grid here for the 108th Indy 500. I couldn't remember what we were at now. This will be my 8th Indy Well,
Yeah.
are we counting COVID?
Yeah, count it.
I watched it live. No one went. Whatever.
Hey, they said if you watched it, it counted like you were there.
Well, it was the only time that it was live in Indianapolis or the Indiana area, so.
They unblacked it for the 100th running. That was the only time they
and COVID
were the only two that they've unblacked it for.
That's what I thought. But anyway, pole position coming out of Fast Friday, and then going into he wasn't pole position coming out of Fast Friday, but he was pole position at the end of Bump Day in the Fast 12, and then eventually the Fast 6. Scott McLaughlin with the fastest 4-lap average, which is how they do qualifying at the Indy 500. It's not times anymore. It's 4-lap average, and he averaged 234.220 miles per hour. Notice how I didn't say
flying.
Notice how I didn't say kilometers.
What the fuck is a kilometer?
Exactly. His first lap, 234.526. Second lap, 234.371. 234.168. 233.816. I mean, absolutely blazing. Will Power comes in a second, but don't be expecting much out of him. He always qualifies really well and then wrecks about 150 laps in. So
usually he's the one who gets into it in the pit lane accident.
Either that or it's something his team does.
Yeah. Some boneheaded call or something.
Eli's guy, Joseph Newgarden, starting third. Not a bad spot, really. As long as you aren't picking first or last, you got a shot in the 500. Eli, I imagine, is going to stick by his guns. Joseph Newgarden starting third. My boy, Alexander Rossi, he was cooking all month, and he's sitting fourth here. I thought he had what it took to kind of work his way up there in the top three, but Scott McLaughlin made sure that was not going to happen. Double himself, Kyle Larson starting fifth. Starting sixth, Santino Ferrucci. Eli, you want to say something about...
Crazy. That's crazy, Santino.
It is not, because Santino has always been fast. He always wrecks around lap 100, though.
Well, that's the thing, though. Is he can't put it together, though, for 4 laps. He finally did this year.
Eli, were you about to speak up and say something about Kyle Larson? Oh, well, you reared up, so I thought you were going to make... I know you're a NASCAR guy.
But we'll wait.
I'm a NASCAR guy. I love me some NASCAR. I've not been a Kyle Larson fan in NASCAR, so I'm not really gonna cheer him on here either. So,
yeah, I respect that. Santino Ferrucci and the AJ Foyt number 14 car starting 6th. Rinus VeeKay starting 7th. He was the fastest in one of the earlier practices, I do believe.
That sounds about right, yeah.
Beto O'Rourke starting 8th, the other McLaren car. Well, one of the other McLaren cars, I guess, considering Larson.
One of the 4.
Can I get this next one?
Yeah.
Ninth?
Yeah.
This is Felix Rosenvest? Rosenquist?
That's actually really close. Rosenquist.
Good job, Eli.
Yeah,
Good job.
I tried.
Keep in mind, the only 2-time winner active in the IndyCar series starts at 10th. Can he make it a 3rd? I wouldn't mind it. Takuma Sato.
He's not gonna.
I think that's not a bad spot to be starting in, though, to do it.
The F1 dropout will crash, trying to send it into 1 like he did at the 100th.
All right, let's calm down.
Bro couldn't drive an F1. He can't hack it here.
Bro has 2 Indy 500 wins. What do you mean he can't hack it here?
That was the car.
Oh, yeah? Then why is he starting 10th in a Ray Hall Letterman Lanigan racing machine?
Like you said, it's a machine.
Whatever, man. Kyle Kirkwood starting 11th for Andretti. Dreyer Reinbold, Ryan Hunter-Ray starting 12th. I don't know why, but I always get Ryan Hunter-Ray and Joseph Newgarden confused. I think it's because didn't Ryan Hunter-Ray used to run a red and yellow white like DHL?
Yeah, he had the car before Phoenix had it.
Yeah, well, I don't know why. I always just get him and Joseph Newgarden mixed up. No explanation for it. Just like Colton Herta starting 13th, who's typically speedy at Indy, just not having it this year, starting at 13th.
Yeah, he barely got bumped out of the Fast 12, and hopefully it doesn't ruin his weekend.
Alex Blow starting 14th for Chip Ganassi and Callum Isla. I think rounds out the Aero McLarens. I don't think there's any more at 15, because that's already 4 in the race.
Yeah,
Marcus Armstrong for Chip Ganassi, 16th. Ed Carpenter, Indianapolis boy himself, correct?
Correct.
Starting 17th. Kiffin Simpson. Never heard that name. Starting 18th.
First year in the IndyCar Series, racing for Chip Ganassi.
Starting 19th. Marco Andretti. Will he bring it home? Probably not. I hope so. I hope he does.
Oh, I really hope he does. He needs it.
But, I mean, if trends are anything to base off of, then the trends do not favor him. I'm pulling for him, but I'm also pulling for the man starting 20th. The drive for 5 is still alive, baby. Helio Castroneves with Myers Shank.
He's going to die in that car, I swear to God.
In the 06, he's 49 years old.
Him winning the 4th one was about the worst thing that could have happened to him, because now he's not going to stop until he can.
Well, and the issue is he doesn't drive full-time anymore. He just does Indy. So, like...
Yep.
I don't think he will. I think it's passed him by. 21st, Scott Dixon. 22nd, Augustine Campino. Canapino.
That's a hell of a name.
Well, 23rd is even more of a hell of a name. Stingray Rob for AJ Foyt. Christian Rasmussen for Ed Carpenter starting 24th. 25th, Tom Bloomquist for Myers Shank. 26th, Romain Grosjean, the other F1 dropout.
I really expect him to make it interesting deep in the pack. He's gonna go wide with somebody he shouldn't, and they're gonna find a way to make it stick.
Linus, is it Linus? I was ready to say I never know how to pronounce his, but it's Lundqvist as well. 28th, my favorite Ray Hallerman Lanigan driver, Christian Lundgaard. 29th, Connor Daly, Indiana kid himself. Pietro Fittipaldi starting 30th, and you're rounding out your row 11. 31, 32, 33. Catherine Legge. Marcus Ericsson, he won 2 years ago, I do believe, barely making it in after in his qualifying lap, after his third lap. They said a white flag. Yeah, they said, hey, white flag, white. And he said, oh, okay. And just coasted through turn 1. They said, bro, what are you doing? Get on the gas. You got one more.
Go, 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 go.
And then for the second year in a row, Graham Rahal was staring down the barrel of the bumped gun, and he was on the opposite end of it this time. Like we were talking about, Nolan Siegel, who left it all out there on the track, was the only one bumped from this year's Indy 500. Graham Rahal rounds out your starting grid at 33. Cliff, who you got?
Honestly, looking through the field, I think it's hard to pick this year because there's so many variables looking at this field top to bottom. But I do believe that there is going to be some bullshit that happens around Larson, whether he causes it or whether he's involved in it. I do believe there will be some sort of bullshit. So that's going to knock out that top to mid pack. So that's going to open it up for somebody around Sato, Kirkwood, Hunter Ray. So actually this year, I'm picking Palou.
Alex Palou from the 14th spot. Not a bad pick. I mean, he does solid at Indy every single year.
I'm putting a little bit of the intangible out there. I'm picking that, some bullshit's going to happen up front. Some front runners are going to go down or have to go to the rear. And that just leaves him in a good spot because he's been up there before. He knows how to fight for the front. So,
Eli, who you got?
I'm not gonna lie, I've been playing dominoes the whole time you guys been doing this. I think I'm sticking with Newgarden. I legit don't know anybody on this. I like the name Willpower. That's just
Willpower's an asshole.
I don't care.
Willpower to. Did you see that tweet?
I did.
Will. Oh, I gotta look it up now.
Will, power.
Yeah, I'll take. I'll keep
So
with
Eli,
Jose.
since you're not a racing fan, who's going to be in the snake pit this year?
Well. Fuck off. I'm not an IndyCar fan. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. But the snake pit does have Timmy Trumpet starting it off, going into Sullivan King, followed by Griffin. The pre-race is followed
Honestly,
by
Timmy Trumpet's probably going to be good, not going to lie.
Excision, I think is the name. And
Correct.
then it ends with Dom Dollar.
Top dollar?
Dom
Dom
Dollar.
Dollar.
Top dollar?
You're going to have Dom and
Top
Top Dollar
Dollar would
out
probably
there.
be better than this.
The tweet, by the way, was willpower to the poll today.
Oh my god, I hate that. Willpower.
Who are you
Power.
taking?
Power
Austin?
will.
Jesus.
I mean, I agree with Cliff. I think some bullshit is going to happen with Kyle Larson, but I think Kyle Larson is going to piss his pants and fuck up the rest of the field, not the four in front of him, which leaves one man who has the pit strategy and the fuel-saving mechanisms down to a T. He won it his first year at Indy by clutch and coast. The name on the back, you read it. Hopefully you can see it. Not very well. My man passing someone going into turn one, going 230, waving his hand out the window because he's saying, fuck you, give me Alexander Rossi.
Yeah, that's a good pick right there.
I mean, I'd be remiss if I didn't pick Alexander Rossi. Someone looked me in the face when I was working the tent and said, he's washed. They looked me, as he was doing his fast six fucking run, someone looked me in the face and said, Alexander Rossi's washed, bro. I said, what?
God damn, imagine having that kind of cojones. There is one more.
Imagine calling someone who qualifies fourth for the Indy 500 washed.
I would honestly rather qualify fourth than third. Having to go 3 wide into 1, I would much rather be in fourth.
Exactly.
So there is actually one more storyline we have to talk about. It's the big storyline. Austin, I know you're not going to like it, but we have to talk about it. Larson's going to try to do the double this year. And here's my thing. They did it for him in Wilkesboro, but if they do it for him in Charlotte, I'm going to be pissed. Because, if you don't know what I'm talking about, there was some, I believe it was practice at the Indy 500. The same day, no, it was qualifying. It was the Fast Six qualifying. The same day that the All-Star race was in North Wilkesboro. So the thing with that is it's not a points race. It's not an actual sanctioned race. So they pushed it back by half an hour to let him get there. So that's fine. It's not a real sanctioned race. It's a show race, unless you're Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Kyle Busch.
They pushed it back a half hour?
They pushed it back in a half hour. They pushed the start time back half an hour.
I didn't even know that.
They did.
But here's the thing. The Coca-Cola 600 always starts later. Always does. So he should have ample time to get there. And if he doesn't, then...
That's the thing, is that there have been certain times where a certain man who tried to do the double couldn't make it to the start of the Coca-Cola 600. I'm talking about Robbie Gordon. He couldn't make it. And they didn't push the race back for him. So I swear to God, if they try to do that...
Well, here's my thing, too.
Yeah.
Robbie Gordon did it like 6 times, and he did terrible every time. So they're like, bro, why the fuck are you doing this? Stop. Chill the hell out.
I love how Robbie Gordon tried it for so long. Tony did it once. And then Robbie did it the next year. Tony did it again. Did it the best it's ever been done.
And then Robbie Gordon did it 4 more times.
Yeah. So... I'm not saying I hate people doing the double. I think it's great for the sport. I think the overlap is great, but you need to have a sanctioning body that holds it to
What I think
standard.
is great for the sport. A man getting socked in the jaw.
Stenhouse.
I think that's the best thing for the
You
sport,
can talk
man.
about that, Eli.
I can talk about that. I've watched every single angle. I've seen the wreck. First and foremost.
Go ahead, Eli. Go ahead. Take it away.
What happened was Steinhaus, it was him,
Sten.
Ricky
Stenhouse.
Sten.
Yeah.
Ricky hit. I'll just stick with saying Ricky Bobby. He hit Kyle. There's no question about it.
No, he
That's not
didn't.
Kyle. He did.
Kyle
hit him
left
into the
middle
wall.
open into one.
Whether it was on purpose or not, he hit him into the wall a little
Kyle Busch did what Kyle Busch always does.
Kyle
He pissed his pants and threw a little
bit.
fucking
Tapped
fit,
into
dude.
Ricky. That one was on purpose. I'm not going to say it was accidental. He tapped into Ricky. Ricky
Tapped.
went into the wall. From what it looks like,
he tapped him hard enough to
He
turn him
spun
up
him.
into the wall.
He took
he
him out of
goes
the race.
this way. He goes this way, and then you can see
Because
the
he got hit
tires.
this way.
And then the tires, because from where they're at, they're going around the turn. The way he got hit, no matter what, he was spinning. Light tap, heavy tap, no matter what, he's going that way. You
Bro,
can't
are you a
tell
Kyle
me.
Busch fan or something?
No, fucking can't stand the guy. Now, the best part of all of this. Ricky, out of the race. Second lap, out of the race. Ricky's waiting for Busch to come to the trailer. Busch comes to the trailer. Fireworks are going off. Ricky's going off on him. Busch is going off on him. Ricky socks him. And he connects. Kyle Busch starts to go back at him. Ricky's dad comes up.
Ricky's dad just shows up.
It's Busch.
Yeah, keep in mind, Kyle Busch has fallen over a tire at this point. He's trying to get back up.
Yeah.
And as he's getting back up, Ricky Stenhouse's dad says,
And
hits him
then
with a H-bomb. Dan
People.
Henderson.
people who should be hired by WWE at this point as security from Bush's crew.
Oh my
This
god,
man
that one big guy who was
grabs
chucking
him
people off
and
the trailer.
chucks
Oh
him.
my god.
He
He
body
says,
slams
"Get off
somebody
this
down
trailer!"
and starts yelling at him. And there was
Does it-
one poor guy that has a briefcase that comes out of a door at one point and just stands there and watches this happen. He's like, I don't, and just walks away. That
My
shit's the
favorite
shit
thing.
I love to watch.
My favorite thing to come out of this was, if you haven't seen the tweet, I need you to look up Bob Pockrass on Twitter. He was right there when it's happening. He was trying to get an interview with Kyle Busch when it happened, and they knocked the microphone out of his hand, and he's got this picture that is now his profile Twitter on Twitter as he's getting tackled. It looks like the fucking the meme with the world spinning, where it's got, like, I think it's the SpongeBob looking like this. Oh my god, it's fucking great.
Bro,
I'll
Bob
tag you
Pockrass
guys.
is... yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
He's goofy.
Tag Eli.
I love this shit. I've missed this shit because I've not seen it as much lately in NASCAR. This shit is the shit
Well,
I love to see
You want
happen.
to know where this happens damn near every year?
IndyCar.
No.
I swear to God, it happens every year in IndyCar. We get
Don't
this
come
shit
and
all
get
the
road
time.
racing.
I don't think so.
Are you talking about
time-
Bowman Gray?
No, I was going to say
Oh.
Winchester. Winchester's bad about it. Every year someone's fighting at Winchester.
I
feel
love
like we don't ever get actual fights in a open wheel.
I love
Ever.
it so
like
much.
actual blows thrown and connected, and not, hey, you blocked me, you can't block me.
The old Gordon fights, Stewart fights, Bush fights. I mean, those were and still are some of the best videos to go back and watch on YouTube.
All right, Eli just tagged you in one of the videos with his picture in it.
Uh,
All right. Anyway,
I was ready to say, I think that wraps up
that's
May.
enough.
We've hit our
That
That
sports
wraps up
May.
the
section.
month of May for us, IndyCar, Indianapolis, but doesn't finish until the 500 is done. We've given our predictions for that. Let's give our predictions. That was not a title defense, by the way. That was small talk. You have to have an entire episode to have a defense.
You see how great that picture is now, Eli?
Which, my title is on the line tonight because we are doing predictions for King and Queen of the Ring over in Saudi Arabia, as well as Double or Nothing for All Elite Wrestling.
Cliff's gonna become a
Starting home.
jester.
It's coming home.
Cliff's gonna become a jester.
Starting first, though, yeah, you'll see it's beautifully displayed behind me because this is a piece of art. You don't wear this around your shoulder all the time. You only take this out on Sundays like that nice car you got in the garage with that little cover on it. But
Was he making fun of
starting
my belt?
first, we will go to the land of sports entertainment. We will go to the Middle East and Saudi Arabia, where King and Queen of the Ring will take place. Gunther versus a SmackDown bracket winner for the King of the Ring. That either being Randy Orton or Tama Tonga, and I think Randy Orton versus Gunther is too good of a match to not happen. So, with this being said, though, this adds in another point. Because if you correctly guess who the other person is in that bracket, you get that point, and then you also get another guess for who wins that match. Because here's the thing. King and Queen of the Ring, are we predicting it? Yes, but it's not for the title.
Nah.
It's for the declaration of being the king of the podcast.
I got one more thing to add to my collection. I'm collecting all the Infinity Stones.
So keep in mind these are two separate predictions, and this works into a whole different thing with the whole Mega Card Contender Cup. This only counts as one defense for me, since we haven't technically had a title defense yet. So King and Queen of the Ring, we are predicting it's not a title defense. Double or Nothing, however, is. So that's why we're starting with King or Queen of the Ring. And so, starting with King or Queen of the Ring, Eli, you said you wanted to add it to your collection. Gunther versus the SmackDown bracket winner. Do you want to try and guess who is coming out of the SmackDown bracket?
Let me pull up the Wikipedia real quick. I forgot to pull this up. I'm behind. Oh no. Look, it's Randy Orton and Tama Tonga.
Yes.
I'm gonna time myself on this one. Randy Orton and Tama Tonga. I think it's gonna be a really good match. There's a lot of storytelling with it. I think Randy Orton moves on just because I think you can get a lot more of a bloodline story with them costing him during the match. And I think this is too good of an opportunity to pass up. I have Randy Orton moving on, and I have Gunther winning the match. I think it's too good of an opportunity to push Gunther, to get that final little push towards a world title opportunity.
Yeah, and Cliff, I'm going to go ahead and skip you here because I'm just going to go ahead and say for every single reason Eli just said, I'm picking the exact same picks. Randy Orton versus Gunther makes too much sense for it not to happen. Tama Tonga is great, and that match with Randy Orton is probably going to be a 30-minute slobber knocker of a main event for SmackDown on Friday night. But the real match will be against Gunther in Saudi Arabia. So give me Randy Orton coming out of the SmackDown bracket as well as Gunther winning the entire thing.
Well, seeing as this isn't for the title, I don't have to play defensive, which means I can go with my heart. And my heart's telling me that Tama Tonga's beating Randy Orton.
All
and
right,
I am taking Gunther. But I think that with this, we're going to get an Imperium Bloodline showdown at some point, because this seems to be the tie-over feud until we can get Bloodline 1.0 versus
what do
Bloodline
you mean?
2.0.
The
Imperium
of two
isn't
people
Yeah, Imperium isn't anything anymore.
of Kaiser and Gunther.
Kaiser, Gunther, and well, they'll bring in
Nope.
Ilja, obviously.
Maybe.
That would actually kick ass.
It would be amazing.
So you
That'd be
had
phenomenal.
Gunther winning it all, though,
I
right?
do have Gunther
Yes.
winning it all.
Okay.
But then you risk downgrading Ilja to mid card or tag. and
Bro, he didn't
relegating
even
him
beat
to that.
Jey Uso.
So?
Like,
This man was
he lost
NXT
in the
UK
tournament.
champion and NXT World Heavyweight champion.
They're not booking him like that.
You gotta build him up too. I don't. Ilja doesn't lose any momentum having lost the tournament match.
What do you?
I don't think he does. I think Carmelo lost a little bit more momentum losing. I think LA Knight kind of lost a little bit of momentum losing.
LA
But-
Knight doesn't lose momentum. He just says yeah, and then he gets it all back. Let's be honest here for a second.
No,
Yeah.
he needs to say
Well-
yeah to SmackDown.
And plus, what better way to build up a beast like Tamakanga than beating LA Knight? Like beating the crowd favorite, the megastar, the
Yeah.
one and only LA Knight, yeah. I mean,
That's
it
why I
doesn't-
think Tama needs to come out of the bracket.
No, because, well, you just said it yourself. LA Knight doesn't need a bounce back. He doesn't need a validation. He's fine.
And then you just
But-
have LA Knight cost Tamatanga on SmackDown or something. And
But moving on, we got the other Queen of the Ring tournament final. SmackDown bracket final is Nia Jax versus Bianca Belair, and already in there from the Raw side is I can never say her name. Fucking Lyra Valkyrie.
Valkyria?
Doesn't matter. Say however you want. Cliff, who you got?
Oh, it's Cliff.
Yeah, we're switching.
I actually have a.
Once again, same thing as the last one. SmackDown bracket winner if you want it, and then overall winner.
I'm going for it all. If I want to be the true Grand Slam, I gotta have them all.
Eli, I'll give you this. You're wanting it.
I might be wanting it a little too much, though.
Damn.
That might be my downfall.
There is no betting odds for me to go off of. I really do think that this match on SmackDown can go either way. I don't like the matchup of Bianca and Nia.
There was a lot better opportunities that were.
I would rather have seen Tiffany versus Jade. Tiffany versus Jade or something like that. But it's whatever. I think Nia wins here. And then I think Lyra wins in Saudi. This isn't for anything except a title. So if I have to call, that means if I have to call either one of you Lord Sandwich or Lord Edger for a week, then so be it.
You said Lyra is your winner?
You're the jester. Yeah. I'm saying this now. If I win, you're a jester.
All right, okay. Eli, well, since you're talking big, who you got?
I'm picking Bianca here just because I think, honestly, out of the two of them, I hate Nia Jax. No. For the SmackDown bracket winner. I'm taking Lyra because I think we're going to get Nia Jax pulling something here. I think we got Bianca winning on SmackDown and Lyra winning at the pay-per-view.
Wow.
Well,
I just thought I'd be the only one to make that pick.
Yeah, because it's a stupid-ass pick, and that's why I'm taking Bianca for both of them.
All right, maybe. But if
here's
Nia
the thing.
comes out to Costa.
Here's the thing. Bianca is not in the world title picture right now. She low-key could be the farthest thing from it. Ever since she's come back, like, she has not done anything. I can't remember the last time she's even wrestled for a title, honestly.
And that's why I don't think that she wins it. They are trying to...
She has to win it in order to have a fucking title.
She has the tag titles. She doesn't need to.
Oh, yeah, because we know what the fucking tag titles are like.
They put Jade on him. They're rocket strapping
probably going to be fucking self-imploded by the time this pay-per-view runs around.
Yeah. I can't predict that, but...
Following that, though, singles match for the Women's World Championship. Becky Lynch defends her title against Liv Morgan. Who we got?
Who's going first?
It's me.
I'm taking Liv.
God. Alright.
And she's going to hold that belt till Mommy gets back.
I hate this match.
I think it's going to be a good match.
I think it's going to be a good match, but I just... Look, I wasn't behind Becky getting the title. I really think we should have just came out on top with the belt. I think that's how it should have gone. Cliff's dying right now. I killed him. And, but I can't get behind Liv Morgan right now. There's nothing to get behind, in my opinion. It's, she's taking Rhea Ripley's spot. And that's all she's got going right now. And she's stealing Dominic from Rhea Ripley. And, Finn Balor was getting out of the car with her on Monday Night Raw. I'm going with Becky here just because I don't think they give it to Liv Morgan. The only way they do is some Judgment Day shenanigans. And maybe we do get the Rhea versus Liv.
Oh, we will.
I don't...
Yeah, we'll get it for the title.
I don't know
Because
if this
Liv's
is the
winning
pay-per-view.
here.
I don't know if this is the pay-per-view we get it, though, because Rhea's not going to be back for a while.
It doesn't matter.
So we could get
She's
it
gonna hold it forever.
on down the line.
You do realize Liv's held the title for a significant amount of time before, right?
Yes, I understand that. I'm stating for this. She doesn't have to win it here. She can win it
and you know,
when Rhea's closer to health.
Becky's got a kid at home, right? With a hurt husband as well. Like, she probably wants to be home. Like, really bad. Like, with her hurt-ass husband and her daughter.
Well, I don't think Becky really has wanted to be
Or
back
son.
in the ring since she
Daughter?
came back. Daughter.
I
Daughter.
want to
That's
say
what I
daughter,
thought.
but I don't know.
That's what I thought. Well, I got Liv. Like I said, it makes too much sense. I think Becky was supposed to get the time off, and she obviously couldn't. So you need someone to put the title on, and it's one of those things. It's just like John Cena. The only reason he got 16 titles because you could always just count on him to be a champion. Same thing with Becky. It wasn't because they wanted a big reign from her. It was because it was absolute necessity.
Yeah.
There was no other way they could go with it.
That's why she hasn't defended it till now.
I just don't think they put it on Liv without the for sure Judgment Day spot there.
They have time.
Yeah, I understand that. That's the thing. They have time.
Exactly.
I think SummerSlam would be a lot bigger to put it on her than
for Rhea to return to.
I think SummerSlam would be a lot bigger, or Money in the Bank.
Well, after that, we got Sami Zayn defending his Intercontinental Championship against Chad Gable and Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed's been looking strong here lately, and it wouldn't surprise me if they push him and put the fucking title on him.
This just feels very weird for me. The rivalry is in a very weird place right now.
I'm gonna pick Chad Gable just because he should have won it in the first place. It should have never been Sammy. So
Perk Gable, right?
I'm going with Perk Gable, yeah. Just wait till that motherfucker comes out bald one week. Oh my.
I don't know if he's that committed.
Oh, he probably is. It wouldn't surprise me.
He runs back.
I'm ready to say, whoever wants to go next.
Kurt Angle shit.
I already threw my pick out there.
Oh, I know this is going to be the wrong pick completely, but it's what my brain's telling me. I think that after the Monday Night Raw, I think we're going to get something where Otis kind of goes against Chad, maybe. I don't see Bronson Reed winning at all. I think the mid-card title Bronson Reed will end up winning is the United States Championship eventually, not the Intercontinental. I have Sami Zayn winning this.
And that's an okay pick because Sammy is going to be hot in Saudi. They were so hot for him last time he was there.
But that would be major heat if
you
Chad
know what's
won.
even better? To give someone who's that hot a clean loss to somebody else. Give me Chad Gable. Give me good old Perk Gable.
PG Perk Gable.
The man who should have beaten Gunther.
Yeah, I don't. That's still such a terrible decision. I don't know why. I really don't. Like, I wish I could sit here and explain the conversation that probably happened, but I can't. Same thing with kind of this next match. I love both parties involved, but this makes no sense for both parties involved. So, Cody Rhodes versus Logan Paul for the Undisputed WWE Championship. Notice how the U.S. title isn't on the line. That makes no sense.
Yeah, that was a whole thing on SmackDown. Don't.
But, obviously Cody's not losing here, so can we all just go ahead and say Cody and move on?
I agree.
And, also...
What the fuck?
Well, to add on to this, apparently WWE has no long-term story for Cody. Period. There is no story.
It's showing.
There is no story until Roman comes back. Like, they've said that. So, be ready for a lot of mediocre matches that are going to ruin his reign because he has no story with him. It's literally going to be villain of the week type shit.
which is so. That sucks completely for it, but
Keep in mind, we waited over 3, 4, maybe even 5 years for this fucking storyline for him to get this title, and this is what we're getting. Like I
it's
said,
not that hard to give him the story versus Randy.
and he's had amazing title reigns outside of this, and he's shown that he can do it. The NWA World Heavyweight Championship showed it. The IWGP US Championship showed it. ROH World Title showed it. TNT title showed it. He showed it in every promotion that he can be a leader and win and prove. And even if he loses, he can prove that he's still a champion and a fighting champion at that. And the way it's going, it is a burial of it.
Yeah, and like I said, I like Cody. I think Logan is a hell of a wrestler. There's no business for this match to be happening.
No build, no story, no reason for it to be other than the fact that they needed to get them both on the card.
That and Logan.
And that's coming from an AEW fan.
Well, that Logan is like their biggest sponsor as of now. So
yeah.
But moving on to the land of friendliness, all friends wrestling, all elite wrestling, whatever you want to call it, the land of the petite.
All excuse wrestling.
We got Roderick Strong defending his international championship against Will Ospreay. So I'm actually not gonna lie. I've been keeping up with AEW. I know like the big story beats, but I didn't know what was happening on this card, and this card seems pretty fucking wild. After that, Timeless Toni Storm defends her title against Serena Deeb. I did know that. Adam Copeland versus Malachi Black in a barbed wire steel cage match for the AEW TNT Championship.
Gonna go fucking crazy.
John Moxley versus Konosuke Takeshita for the IWGP.
No. Give me your best John Gresham announcing that man.
Why?
John Gresham?
Because I want to hear you try it.
It's not John, by the way.
Oh, sorry.
John Gresham, isn't that the,
That's the wrestler. There we go.
And you got Konosuke Takeshita for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship.
Nope.
No, it's an eliminator.
Match. Yeah, that makes no fucking sense, but whatever. Why not
it's
just have
basically to earn a title shot.
He's going to beat Moxley and get a title shot.
I hope not.
Big fucking whoop.
I hope Moxley loses his belt to somebody in New Japan soon.
After that, you got the Best Friends Implosion. Trent Beretta versus Orange Cassidy in just a normal singles match.
Rest in peace, Chucky T.
I am the Learning Tree.
He fucking got it over. I hate it. I hate that he got it over.
That shit is so stupid. The leader of the Learning Tree, Chris Jericho, defends his FTW championship. He's with Big Bill, by the way. Against the FTW Contender Series winner, which I'm not sure.
It's going to be Shibata versus freaking Hook. Don't let anybody fool you or any bullshit happen. It's going to be Hook or Shibata.
Or Brian Keith. The bounty hunter.
It won't be the bounty hunter.
It's not Brian Keith. I'm hoping it's not Hook, but I think it'll be Shibata. I'm praying it's not Hook solely so he can go after something bigger.
Then Hook may cost Shibata the match. I don't know.
Well, we can get into the specifics of that when we get to it. Following that,
and going to match number 8.
AW TBS Championship match. Willow Nightingale defends against Mercedes Moné. We've seen this selling and dance before. Literally the same exact thing. Did Willow Nightingale have a title and Mercedes just showed up and took it from her? Is this not what happened? Or
no, there was a tournament.
Willow injured
Mercedes the title, and Willow injured Mercedes.
Yeah, good. Let's hope she does it again. Match number 8. And Anarchy in the Arena match. You got the Elite. This is one of them that I did know that was happening. Look, there's a lot of A's going on right now here. Anarchy in the Arena, Kazuchika Okada, Jack Perry, Matthew Jackson, and Nicholas Jackson. The Elite versus Team AEW, which is Bryan Danielson, Cash Wheeler, Dax Harwood, FTW. FTR,
Dispatch
and
confuses the shit out of
Darby
me.
Allin, who got hit by a bus, mind you.
Yeah, and his back already.
Yeah.
And Adam Cole's still sitting on the sideline.
Well, here's
drone.
the thing. Darby Allin actually looks kind of athletic. Match number 9, main event for the evening. Swerve Strickland defends his AEW World Championship with Prince Nana by his side. We swerve when we drive. Versus Christian Cage and the
You know what's gonna happen.
entire patriarchy. So, going back to the top. Going down, Roderick Strong versus Will Ospreay, AEW International Championship. I'm going to go ahead and throw my pick in there. If Will Ospreay doesn't win this, why the fuck did he sign with the company?
To be a world champion.
Well, this is his first step there. I say send him on a little belt collector tour.
They probably will. I'm going with Will here just because I fucking hate the United Kingdom bullshit that they're going with right now. I think that they should have just kept it Roderick Strong, Matt Taven, and Mike Bennett. That would have been awesome. I think that trio would have been comedy gold potentially and made their own like little kingdom itself without Adam Cole, but you know, what do I know?
Well, seeing as this is now for the title, certain things you have to do, especially when you're the champ, and especially when you're fighting for a championship.
I'm about to say, you ain't the champ, bitch.
I'm going to have to join the other two and pick William, the Billy Goat Ospreay.
Ospreay?
Yeah.
He's elevated.
Moving on. Next match. Timeless Toni Storm defends her AEW Women's Championship. Apologize, I'm standing up. Phone's dead. Had to grab a charger. What about it? Timeless Toni Storm defends her AEW Championship, Women's World Championship, mind you, against Serena Deeb.
I wonder who wins. It's almost like it's a big surprise. Cliff, who do you got?
I got Toni Storm.
Oh, wow, what a surprise. Austin, who do you got?
Mariah May. And Toni Storm.
I was about ready to say, hang on a second. What?
And Luther.
Yeah, I got Luther winning the belt.
Wow, I wonder who I got. Toni Storm, all the way. It's
also, I didn't realize how old Serena Deeb was.
She was in, wasn't she the one in the SES? With Punk and Gallows?
Yes. She was. That's why I'm saying, like, I didn't realize. She's 37, but, like, they
Finn
did her
Balor trained Becky Lynch.
Yeah, they did her hella dirty on a Wednesday with some of the camera angles. She looked like she was very, not 37.
Yeah.
And then after that, you got the barbed wire steel cage match for the AEW TNT Championship between Adam Copeland and Malachi Black. I will not be going first on this one.
Nope. Because Cliff's doing the safe pick choice.
Fuck y'all, I'll bite. I got Adam Copeland bringing out his edgier side to win.
Well,
I wonder if he'll be brooding after he wins.
I think he'll brood to the ring.
Adam Copeland has to win or he retires. He's already stated that. The next time he loses, he's done. Then again, he said he was going to retire in freaking Canada and went to AEW and wrestled in Canada again and still fighting, so you know.
Yeah, I got Adam Copeland. I mean, you want to talk about the absolute assassination of a character? Look at Malachi Black. You know, you can give him the cool fucking headdress. You can give him the kick-ass entrance, the kick-ass trio. But that's not Aleister Black. That's not Tommy End. Who the fuck is that?
Dude, imagine they bring back Tommy End after this match. That would be awesome. I'm going with Adam Copeland here just because it's... I don't think this is where he leaves. Maybe a lot of people have been saying Bryan Danielson. a match with him. That would be a good one. Will Ospreay would also be a really good one. That could be a part of the title belt collecting tour.
Could be.
I mean, is Cliff being robbed right now?
No.
You just like stopped and turned. That could be the belt collecting tour. I'm having a stroke now. But
I'll have a stroke faster.
But no, Adam Copeland has to be able to win here, and they're not taking it off him for quite a bit. Presumably.
My bad. Didn't mean to cut you off there, buddy. After that, we got the Jon Moxley versus Konosuke Takeshita IWGP World Heavyweight Championship Eliminator match.
There you go.
I mean, to me, it only makes sense for Konosuke to win because there's no reason to have this match and him lose, especially when he's made it very clear that this is probably going to be a storyline of him wanting his belt. So, like, to me, it makes no sense to have this match and have him lose. So I'm going to go ahead and pick Konosuke.
I don't want to. First and foremost, I have nothing against Jon Moxley being world champion. I know I've said everything that I want him to lose it. I have a problem with the fact that there is a system with this belt, and it's been Powerhouse Hobbs defended against, and now Takeshita is fighting an eliminator for this match title belt. How do you get these two for this title?
2024.
It makes no damn sense. Yeah, fucking 2024. That fucking year.
Hey, watch it, buddy. We're getting Anderson Silva versus Chael Sonnen.
The best thing that's come out of it.
The bad guy.
It may cost me. I don't care. I'm going Jon Moxley here. I don't want
Gian
take a shit to win this.
Takeshka.
I don't want to see him fighting for the belt.
I'm taking Takeshka.
We finally are different, guys.
Well, you've been different your entire life.
Yeah, I'm autistic.
Come on, man. After that,
next match on the card,
singles match: Trent Beretta versus Orange Cassidy. They are no longer best friends. I'm not picking this one because this one's such a throwaway match.
You're the one who made us like this.
I love me some Trent Beretta, and I'm loving me some Orange C. Where does Chucky T fit in all this? Where does Chris Statler fit in all this? Wasn't Don Callis on AEW Collision with them? What's gonna happen? This fucking rivalry sucks ass. Had OC been TNT International Champion, I think this would be a lot better. What?
Just keep going. I just remember when he was champion, you did nothing but bitch about him being champion.
Because of the matches they were having. But I said, and go back, towards the end of it, I was starting to build into it and get into the matches and get into the rivalries. And then he lost the belt. Give me Cassidy. I don't know. I feel like I'm having a stroke looking at this match.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Thanks for throwing. I'm taking Trent.
Yeah, I'm also taking Trent. Maybe we can get like a heel Orange Cassidy with a heel Danhausen. How about that?
Heel Orangehausen.
Yeah. We just make like the most absurd shit ever. Why not? Would it be the most absurd shit ever, or would it be the most AEW shit ever?
I think absurd.
I don't know.
The most AEW shit ever would be doing that, except with like, I don't know, fucking John Cena and
Edge.
I was gonna say Okada.
Yeah.
Just imagine,
That would
though,
be-
John Cena's not under contract right now. We could get John Cena Edge one more time. I'm just saying.
Well, you better
John
go to the
Cena
learning
shows up on
tree.
AEW.
You better go seek the learning tree because Big Bill has, and Chris Jericho is defending his FTW championship against the FTW Contender Series winner. I don't think Jericho's losing this title, no matter who he's wrestling. I think it'll be Shibata. I'm not saying that as a guess, but I feel safe in saying that Chris Jericho will retain solely because it's Chris Jericho.
I got Shibata winning the series, and I got Chris Jericho winning the match. Fuck it. I'm riding. I think Hook will end up costing Shibata during the match and join up with Chris Jericho, which will start a rivalry with Taz as the manager with Shibata against Chris Jericho and Hook. Or we get Taz in the ring one more time.
He can't.
I don't care. If Ric Flair could do it, he can do it.
No, you don't get it. No, okay. I want what he's having.
He does have a solid point. If Ric Flair can do it, I think anyone could probably
If Ric
do
Flair
it.
can have a heart attack and twice in the ring, he can do it. I'm pretty sure, didn't he break something in his vertebrae the last time he had a match?
I'm not sure. I don't know the Taz
I'm
lore.
pretty sure Taz broke a disc or something and he can't wrestle. He legitimately can't wrestle
The
anymore.
reasoning for Taz's earlier time from professional wrestling has to do with a series of injuries he had dealt with throughout his career.
Because he's a short man.
Anyway, Cliff, who's your pick? Do you have a series winner?
I do not have a series winner
Okay.
because Jericho is going to keep on.
After that, we got the run it back match with Willow Nightingale defending her AWTBS championship against Mercedes Moné. I think we all can confidently say we don't want to see this match and we don't want to predict it. So, for the first time ever in podcast history, if we just want to not predict this match,
I veto. I use my inaugural championship
2 out of
veto.
3, we win. Woo! Let's
I'll
move
probably
on.
say that's crazy considering this is a democracy.
I used the fact that I was the first ever everything on this podcast as my veto.
Well, that's crazy considering you may be the first, but you ain't the best, buddy.
You know what's even
First ever,
funnier?
everything.
Eli, you're gonna joke. You're gonna say
Contender.
about the ace in the bank.
Money.
Hey, I was the first ever leader in the Contenders
World.
Cup.
Sports. I don't
I
give
was
a
the first
shit.
world, and I was
I
the
don't
first
give a shit
sport.
who ended up with it. Who ended up with it? Who still has a briefcase?
We've
to cash in?
predicted some other,
Who's won
some
all the
other
belts?
ass matches.
Who's won
Just
everything?
Spit out a prediction.
Who's won everything so far? Fucking
We've
bullshit
predicted
this
some,
is. I don't
some
want to.
rather
This is
ass
fucking-
matches. Just spit it out. Austin doesn't want to guess it because he doesn't know who's going to win.
No one does!
Yeah, because this match is fucking bullshit, dude.
Mercedes Moné, all she's done is the same promo since she's been in AEW, and it's been absolute bullshit because she's absolute bullshit and has done absolutely damn near nothing. Paige has done more in her wrestling career than Mercedes Moné.
Then pick Willow.
What the fuck, dude? Who do you think I'm gonna fucking pick? I hope Mercedes Moné gets put on the freaking shelf again. Give me Willow Nightingale.
We strong armed him into a pick. It's the illusion of choice. He was never getting out of it. He was gonna make a pick.
That's why I'm taking Mercedes.
I'm also taking Mercedes.
Fucking CEO
Eli's either
bullshit.
going to run away with this or we're going to tie Austin.
Yeah, no shit. After that, you got the Elite versus Team AEW in the Anarchy in the Arena match.
Okay, this is where my confusion lies. Didn't Daniel Garcia come out and save Team AEW from the Elite?
Yeah,
Where is he?
I think so.
The
Where
team's
you couldn't pull in.
Team's
Okay,
full,
you
dude.
couldn't pull in
No,
freaking Nakazawa or Cutler.
no.
It's
Why would you say that and not any of the other Bullet Club members that they have in AEW?
because none of them are part of the Elite, and the only one that's heel is Hangman, who I think is injured right now.
Jay
So-
White?
He's a part of the Bang Bang Gang. Because they can't use Bullet Club.
So then he's a part of the elite.
Can, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna say they have.
They have not gone with Bullet Club.
Their shirts literally say Bullet Club Gold.
This is Bang Bang Gang now.
Are you positive?
I'm positive that they have switched. Even the announcement and everything else is Bang Bang Gang. Bang Bang for Bullet and Gang for Club. Because Bullet Club is copyrighted underneath New Japan, and Gato has to give permission, yes or no.
You know what's crazy? I'm looking at a Bullet Club gold shirt right now.
They have them,
that is selling in Hot Topic.
It has been merchandise. Hot Topic still has the original Bullet Club t-shirts.
Exactly.
It's going to.
I could buy it from AEW right now.
It's going to be merch. It's going to stay there, but they go by Bang Bang Gang now.
They're still Bullet Club Gold.
Either one of these teams. Give me the Elite. I don't know.
I also have the Elite.
I had to run away with this, so I don't. At this point...
That's crazy. I have Team AEW.
So we finally differ, Austin.
And I wonder who
finally
all has...
differ.
I wonder what we all have next.
Yeah, so, Eli, go ahead and tell me why Christian Cage is walking away with the AEW World Championship.
Tell me why the Patriarchy is coming out with gold.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up. I've hated this from the get-go. It is one of the dumbest gimmicks, and I will stand by that. I hate it with a passion. I hate it.
Fucking Luchasaurus is still with them?
Yes.
It's kill switch, damn it.
You know, the finishing maneuver that he's used for years?
I know, dipshit. That's why I said Luchasaurus and not kill switch.
It's dumb as shit. I hate this shit.
I thought he left a while ago.
No.
That's why I'm fucking bamboozled.
He won the TNT thing and then gave it to Christian.
The fact that this shit is still going is actually kind of, like, you kind of have to applaud it. They're trying hard with it.
Somehow, someway, Christian's going to end up winning this, but I'm not predicting him. I'm sticking with Swerve. But
you literally just predicted it.
I'm sticking... my pick is Swerve. But somehow, some way, it's going to end up being Cage.
Well, then pick Cage, then.
No, I hope I'm wrong about this. I'm going with Swerve.
Then don't put it out in the universe.
I put it in the universe that freaking he was going to lose the TNT belt, and guess what kept happening?
He technically did lose it.
I picked him to win, and he freaking lost.
Well, I got Swerve. He's going to hold that belt for a minute.
I also have Swerve, and just double checking, Eli, you also had Swerve.
Yes. Yes.
And that rounds out our picks. We're just north of an hour.
I hate this. I hate this so much. Not a bad card. Not a bad card. Besides 2 of the matches.
Yes,
it's not a bad card. I will give them that.
If you get rid of match number 5 and match number 7, probably a decent card.
You know what's crazy?
And the only issue with match number 5 I have is that it doesn't fit onto this card at all. Like, period.
This is by far the weakest AEW card in the, 6 years it's been around? 7 years?
No. I'm sure I can go back and find you a weaker one. I promise you that.
I mean, that's your homework for next episode.
That'll be my end of show gimmick next episode, is telling you how wrong you are because of, 2019
Don't go down this
or
road.
some shit.
I've had this argument with him
2019
plenty of times.
Revolution was with the fucking exploding barbed wire match, I'm pretty sure.
That card, though, was still fine.
I'm pretty sure that card was also dog shit.
I forgot about that match. Eddie Kingston comes down and covers freaking Mox and jack shit happens. God,
there was no 2029 Revolution.
What?
You mean 2019?
Yeah.
2020, my bad.
2020.
Was it 2021?
Yeah.
Was it 21?
Yeah.
See, that's how fucking...
With a card as Britt Baker and Maki Ito versus Riho and Thunder Rosa. The Young Bucks defeated Chris Jericho and MJF. Ray Phoenix won the Casino Tag Team Royale. Shida beat Ryo Mizunami?
All right, we can go ahead and stop because Kip Sabian's on here and he kicks ass. So yeah, maybe I was wrong on this card. On this card.
Just saying.
But you can't tell me this exploding barbed wire deathmatch didn't just fucking ruin the entire card, though.
Right. I'm gonna
'Cause
clip
no one-
that no matter what, though, because you said you're wrong, and this is a recording.
Clip it.
I'm not wrong in the fact that there's a worse card. I know there's a worse card somewhere. But my bad that I didn't remember that Revolution 2021 wasn't as bad as the last match and the most memorable moment on it. Heaven forbid. That could have been a perfect segue into the end of the show, but no one's done their gimmicks yet, so...
I mean, y'all keep shitting on 2024, but I'm telling you, man, this shit's been so crazy. I'm so here for it.
And just wait till Rossi wins his second 500.
I don't think Rossi's got it this year.
No, he does.
I just want hit with a lariat and out of this. That's all I want at this point.
And if you
It's not
are
worth it.
or are not attending the Indy 500, we got you covered. Because we're your ace in the hole. Catch you on down the road. Yeah.
Yeah.